I'm Camilla Richter with Joyful Music Studio, and I'm here to talk to you about step 2 of getting fit, of getting your piano piece into shape in 3 easy steps. So step 2 is isolate. Now isolate just means to take that difficult section that we found in step number 1 and removing it from the whole piece. Okay, so we want to focus on just this hard section right here. And an easy way to do this is by putting a post-it note right before the hard section and right after the hard section. So it blocks off any other notes and it kind of removes the temptation of wanting to play a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, right? So we do this because it's very effective practicing. A lot of times there's a tendency for piano students to want to start over at the beginning if they make a mistake, even if the mistake was at the very end of the piece. And while it's really good to be able to play the piece from the beginning to the end, it's not very effective because what ends up happening is the beginning starts getting easier and easier because you're playing it more, and the end is still really tricky. So we want to isolate the tricky part so that we can spend our energy and our time working on it. Now I compare this to bringing my car to the mechanic, just like in step 1, where the mechanic had to find the part that was wrong in the car. A lot of times the mechanic will have to take that part out to be able to work on it and kind of isolate it from the rest of the car. Sometimes he will have to replace it with a new part, but he wants to isolate it and kind of get to it so he can just focus on that one part because the rest of the car still works fine. So another image that I use for this is for girls. If you have long hair and you're trying to brush your hair and you have a really bad tangle in your hair, you don't just keep running the brush from top to bottom and it keeps getting stuck in the same spot, right? That's not really going to fix anything. What you have to do is you have to take the tangle and find it, and then you have to work on that just little by little. And you have to isolate it from the rest of your hair in order to work on it. So isolate is step 2 of getting fit.